Hello people, good morning, good afternoon or good evening depending on which part of the world you're watching me from. I'm actually in Nigeria, so you figure out what time this is. My name is Joe, your tech handyman. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to customize the header part of your WordPress website. And then you need to have followed from lesson 1 before you can watch this particular lesson. Now, if you have your system set up, get ready. Let's do it side by side so that at the end of the day, you'll be proud of what you would have created. Now, if today is the first time of you watching, please subscribe, like, comment, and then turn on the notification so that anytime I drop another content, you'll be the very first to know. Like I always do say, when you grow, we grow. So if you're ready, let's get started right now. Guys, find your way to WordPress admin interface, this place, and provide your login details. In my own case, the username is admin and that's my password. So click on login. Excuse me. So it will take you here. The first thing we are going to do is to install a theme that we want to customize. So what you do, if you've been following us all along, you know, when you are installing a theme, you come to appearance and scroll down to theme, click on it. Okay, so these are the default themes. In this case, there are three. This one is 2023, this one is 2021, this one is 2022. But we are not going to use any of that. So just click on add new at the top left corner on the main screen. Okay, so from here, you can type in from the search bar the particular theme you want to use. In this case, I want to use ColorMag, like so. It's a really nice, very nice and agile theme. So here it is. So I'll click install on it real quick, and within a few seconds the theme will just be installed. And again, the same process you are going to follow here is the same process you are going to follow with any other theme. If you don't want to use ColorMag, if you want to use any other theme, this is exactly the same process you follow. I think it's installed now, so you click on activate. So once we activate the theme, this is how it is. So quickly, let's under the appearance, go to customize, click on customize. Excuse me. So right here, we are going to customize the header of this theme. So in subsequent videos, we'll be able to customize every different part of this theme. So to start with, let's look at what the global setting has. So you click on global, and the first thing right there is colors. If I click on colors, you see these are the colors. For instance, if I open the primary color, you see it is blue, that blue. Now the skin color is white, so you can see this is the blue, this is the white on the background, sort of. So that's okay by me. So you go back, then the category colors, if I open it, you can select different colors for different categories. For instance, for the uncategorized, I can decide to select red, for instance, and then voila, the uncategorized category turns red. So for now, I'm going to leave it at the default color. We'll leave it at the default color. Okay, and yeah, so we go back. So for the container, if I click on the container simply means the entire length and breadth, the entire space that you have on your screen, where the sides will be displayed, the entire space. So you could have this one that is wide, and then you can have this one that is boxed, basically. So the default container here is this one that is wide. Now if I switch it to the boxed, you see that you have spaces to all the sides. It's like padding, for those of you who understand how padding works in CSS. So there's padding on the content. But if I select the wide, this one that is wide, that means it spans the entire screen almost. So that's the difference. So I think I will leave it at that white. So you can actually select the background color from here as well. If I select, let's say red, for instance, is loud. Wow. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so let's work with this one. So you can see the color changes. This is the background color, sort of. But again, I will leave it at the default. This is how you play around with all of these settings. Now, so you can actually add an image here. Okay, so if you click, you select an image and upload a background. So what it means is that instead of having a plain color at the background, you will have an image there in place of color. So that is it for that. So for the sidebars, if you click on the sidebars, you have different sidebar layout. This is the first one, the default one. To the right, you have sidebars to the right. This one to the left. This one has no sidebar. This one has boxed content and a whole lot of other default settings. So you can decide to move things around. For instance, if I click on the bar, you can see that this widget moves to the left while the content is in the middle. Now, if I click on this one that doesn't have any sidebars, you see that there are no sidebars at all. So that is how that works. So we go right back. That is for the global. But we are not going to spend a lot of time on this one because we're going to do the header and the navigation. That is what we are going to customize in this particular lesson. So you click on that, and on the top bar, this is actually the top bar. There are a few things you need to set. So if you click on it, you see there is this general setting that is disabled. So you just toggle it to enable that. So what happens is that you have the top bar in place. So there is no date here. So you want to put date, current date. So what you do is toggle this enable date, and then voila, it's this is the date as at the time of this recording. This is the date. Okay, so you can choose WordPress date setting. That is that, but I prefer the theme default setting, which specifies the day and the month and the year, just like so. So that is for that. You can actually add new stickers, but this will happen when you have either widgets or content on it. So that is that for the general top bar setting. So if you go back, right back to new stickers, for instance, I think we've explained this. If you toggle it to enable, it will show the latest post on top, like I said. So if you have multiple posts, it will show right here at the very top here. That is the news sticker. You go back to site identity. This is where you put in your brand visual. So if you open it, you see the first thing is the logo. So I actually designed a very shabby logo. I would love to say not so nice, but for the purpose of this demonstration. So if I click on logo, I will select the file to upload and quickly open that. Okay, so that is for that. Then I click select. So I can decide to crop this logo to be smaller, something like that, really small. You can decide to leave it that big if you want it that big, but I want it to fit in without distorting the layout of the header. So that's why I'm trying to shrink it, and it's really easy. Just click on the cropping tools and then drag it anywhere you want. So once I'm done, I will just click on skip cropping. So you can see this is where the header logo sits on the header. This is exactly where it sits. So some people prefer something different. Some people prefer the logo. So once you scroll down, you see site icon. Site icon, for instance, is this particular. For instance, if I type localhost, not my local WordPress now. I want to open the site so that we can see. I think it will be WordPress, like so. So if I click enter, it takes us here. Okay, so this is where we're working on. So this is the logo. Why we are not seeing it is because I didn't click publish. So every change you make when you are customizing your template, ensure to click on publish for it to take effect. So I've clicked publish. So if we get to this website and refresh it, you can see the logo sitting pretty right here. So you can decide to put in your logo or you remove it. So back to where we are customizing the header. So if you scroll down a bit, you can see site icon. Site icon is this particular icon that displays in the browser, in or the top end of the browser. So this is not the logo that I want to be there. So I will quickly put a site icon there. So if you click on this, I will still use this particular logo as my site icon. So if I click on this, let me just keep the cropping and see what will happen. Okay, so once I have that in place, I'll just click on publish. Now if you refresh this page right here, you can see that it's actually tiny, but well, for purpose of demonstration, but that is the site icon right there. So it's advisable you put in your logo right there. So the next thing there is the site title. You can decide to have both the site title and your logo. So for instance, if I want to put a site title here, I'll just type something like WordPress tutorials, like so. So you can see it's sitting right here. But sometimes, depending on the size of the logo and the space you have to play with, it may look a bit messy. So some people might decide to go with either the logo alone or the site title alone. So in this case, I will leave both for the purpose of this demonstration. So if I click on publish and then we go right back and refresh this particular site, you can see, and it's sitting right next to the site icon, WordPress tutorials, and again it's sitting on the header towards the left hand side of it. Okay, so you can actually disable the site title if you want. So if I toggle this button and to off, it takes it out, though it is still there on file, but it is disabled, like it is in invisible mode as it is now. So like I said, you can toggle it on and off. So for the tagline is that, okay, let me just keep it on so we can understand what the tagline is. Okay, so the tagline is this text that appears under your title. So I can say simplifying WordPress web development, like so. So you can see simplifying WordPress the web development. This is actually the tagline. So it appears usually under the site title. So if I click on publish and go back to the site and refresh it, so you can see it's appearing somewhere here. So it looks messy, like I said. So depending on the size of your logo and your tagline, it looks a bit untidy. So what some people do is choose one of the two, or maybe they shorten the site titles. Okay, for instance, if I want to shorten it, I can just do WP. Trying to see how we can manage that space up there. WP tutorials on one line and publish it. So you can see it's a little bit cleaner on one line and the tagline below. You can actually toggle on and off the tagline as well. So if I don't want it to display, I can toggle it on and off. That is for the tagline. Remember to always hit the publish button once you are done. So that is for that. So if you go right back, the next thing is the main header. So you click on the main header. There are actually two layouts for this entire header space. This one appears to be a bit boxed, but is the advanced style. But you actually have layout 2. If you try it out, it's bigger, and then everything is centralized. So I think the major difference between the two is where they are aligned, where the items on the header are aligned. For instance, layout 1 is aligned to the left, which is the advanced layout, but layout 2 is aligned to the middle. So I mean, I would like to keep things where it was at the default layout 1, like that. And again, below it you can set the width. Do you want to span the entire screen, or you want it somewhere? So let's see content width. So you can see there is a bit of padding all around the header part. I think I actually like this width, because if you have a background, maybe you have a brand to promote on your site, and you want to put their photo or their brand logo behind your website, you can actually put it there and it's more visible. So content it is. So once done, click on publish. Looks good. So we go right back. The next thing we want to customize is the primary menu. If you click on primary menu, this is actually where the menu items will appear. This is the primary menu in this page. So on this theme, different themes have different options, but remember we are working with this particular theme, but the principles are the same. The principles, that is one thing that is good about WordPress. The principles are the same. Okay, so this is only the only page that is available. So for instance, if you come to this home icon logo and you click on home icon logo, that means the home icon appears. So anytime a visitor clicks on this home icon, the person will be taken straight back to the home page. That is what it means. But you can decide to turn it off, but I think I will leave it on so that yeah, it looks beautiful too, and it appears on the primary menu. So as the pages are displayed here, the home menu icon shows you where home is. So after that, you just click publish. We go right back to the next thing, which is header action. If I click on the header action, you see there are some things that are supposed to appear here that are not there because they are disabled. The first one is the search action. So if I toggle it on, you can see the search icon right here. So you can use this place to search for any content across the website. And then again, this one is for random posts. So once a visitor is on the website, the visitor can click on this random post icon to be taken to any random post at all within the site. So I think I will leave that toggled on, and again you click publish. So you can see our header is taking shape as we go along. So we go back to the next one is header media. So if I open header media, there are two options right there. You can decide to have a header video. That is to say, when you open the site, the video should play at the header end of it. And then you can also have header image. So from the header media, you go back to the last thing on this list, which is the sticker header. You can decide to enable a sticker header. That means when you're scrolling, it will stay, the header part will stay unmoved. For instance, if I toggle it on as it is now, if I scroll, notice when it gets here, it sticks, it stands. It's because there's no content here. That's why there's not enough content here. That's why it's not very visible. What it means is that once you scroll down, instead of the header moving along with you, it will stick to the top. So that is how that is done. Remember to always click the publish button once you are ready. So guys, that is it as far as customizing WordPress theme header is. So I hope you've learned a thing or two, and in the next video I'll be showing you how to customize another part of the template. Thank you for watching. Congratulations, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.